the rizq of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this tawfiq that He gives, a lot of times we don't understand that it's in the sacrifice.
SubhanAllah.
It's in the juhud, to giving up to something, the sacrifice of something. And a lot of times we just don't realize that in order for you to get what you need, you have to give up something. When you have that reality, it becomes easier because now your husnul dhan even goes higher. Because you say, yeah, Allah, I'm giving this up for your sake. And you seeking from it. You believe that He's going to give you something that's better than it.
Which is a promise and a guarantee.
It's the promise of
and Allah never promised
exactly.
His promise.
No. Scholars talk about this. The scholar that he was exiled or he did the tarahal, he traveled, is not like the one that was always in the same locality.
Sahih.
There's a barakah in moving.
No.
There's a barakah in sacrifice. So a lot of us, we want a better life. We want the blessings of Allah. We ask Allah to increase us, but we're not willing to sacrifice.
This word sacrifice, it's powerful.
And it is not as powerful as the Arabic, unfortunately. You know, we have a tark, to leave. We will leave something. So sacrifice, I don't know.
Like you actually letting it.
You have to let something go. You have to drop something. Just imagine you can't juggle something. You have to leave something to make room. You can only carry so much.
Yeah.
So we talking about emotions. We talking about spirituality. You have to drop things in order to gain more. And this is the journey.
Isn't this what the muhajirin have to do?
This is.
I mean, multiple, three times. Some of them.
I sold my property, you know, to get the little bit of money that I had. Actually, I left property, and people were supposed to I sold my car. If somebody's supposed to send me the money, but I didn't get it. But that happens though. You depend on things and people, and it doesn't come through.
Yeah.
But Allah always opens up other doors.
That's right.
You know, I didn't know what to expect myself. I didn't know that I was going to be able to stay so long, that I was going to become sufficient. I was going to get these opportunities. I was going to travel the world from $800. Exactly. At the end of the day, Allah is in control of life and death.
Enough.
And this life is just a test. لِيَبْلُوَكُمْ أَيُّكُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا. You know, so this is just a test. So the reality is you're going to live, you're going to die. If you want to die, guess what? It's out of your control.
No.
So let's just worry about living. So if you're living, your food, shelter, and clothing is coming to you regardless. There's no one from creation that their food, shelter, and clothing does not come to them. How comfortable you will be when it comes, or how it comes, is your test. This is the
So these are guaranteed.
This is the shift that we, talking about the mind shift, the growth mindset we always talking about. We need that. We're supposed to have the true growth mindset within Iman.
No.
Allah is Ar-Razzaq. He's going to sustain you.
No.
There's no such thing as Ar-Razzaq not sustaining you. It's a tanaq. It's not, can't happen. So the food, the clothing, the shelter will come no matter where you at.
That's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. How comfortable you will be until it comes, or while it's happening, is your test. So if you have to sleep on the ground, listen, how many people are in militaries all over the world and they're sleeping in some type of environment, being trained? They're sleeping on the grounds.
2 minutes. More than we can count.
How many people are incarcerated, sleeping on hard mats, sleeping on anything,
and they're surviving?
How many people are in conflict with the countries are at disarray, and they just sleeping anywhere? So the reality of you having some hardship, it's a reality. Everybody's going through some hardships. So you going through a hardship for a day or a week or 2 weeks to gain something great from Allah. It's worth it. It's worth it. The trials will come, but you have to know that your sustenance is going to be there, and the test, you can endure it. Allah does not burden us with something that you can't handle.
And these trials, obviously, so the rizq, the sustenance, as you mentioned, is guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
The trials also are guaranteed because they're going to come. Everybody will get tested. Does it mean that if you stay in fancy New York, Florida, Paris, London, you will get less trials and less tests?
No.
And because you're in Cairo, you're going to get more tests and trials? That's not the case.
The test is wherever you may be.
Right.
And so that's the reality of being mature in your faith, is understanding that wherever I'm going to want to be tested. And the test is not going to be less in level because you're over here, over there.
And you don't pick and choose.
You don't pick it. You don't pick and choose. So why not divert your efforts to something that you know is praiseworthy, that's going to benefit you and the people around you in this dunya and in the next life.
And something that can actually, I will even add to that, that could make these trials and tests and trials easier.
Yes.
Because the easiness of it is going to depend on, first and foremost, your level of knowledge, your level of patience, your level, tawakkul upon Allah.
Your connection to Allah.
Yeah, no.
Everyone knows that when you're thinking about a business deal and when you become engaged in that business deal, your iman goes up. Because now you're vulnerable. So you're thinking, yeah, Allah, give me success in being profitable in my wealth. So what about when you're going to another country? The iman increases. Because you're vulnerable. You're attached to Allah. And Allah sustains you. He gives you what you need spiritually. He gives what you need emotionally and physically and financially.
I want to share something here. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to do this right now because we're talking about tests and trials and patience. I read a brother share something from Ibn Qudama rahimahullah, where he said, know that a person floating on a piece of wood in the ocean is not in more need of Allah and His mercy than a person in his home sitting between his family and property.
Allahu Akbar.
He said, when this meaning becomes ingrained in your heart, then rely on Allah like a drowning person who doesn't know of any other means of salvation but Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
So that's
the meaning.
That's the meaning.
Or rhetorically explained.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, regardless of where you are, but what if now you are in the pursuit of the pleasure of your Lord?
Exactly.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Now you're really showing, you're really asking Allah for more mercy. You're showing Him that you're dependent on Him, you rely on Him, you're seeking His pleasure, you're living for His sake.
Yeah, absolutely.
If He will provide, like one of the Salaf, I read the quote, he said, if Allah, if Allah provides for the pigs and the monkeys, you think He won't provide for me?
Exactly.
So, and I'm tying this to, to the fear that people have of, taking the leap of faith, whether it's to make hijrah, whether it's to do business, whether it's to pursue knowledge, marriage.
Doesn't matter.
They relying on themselves, waliyadhu billah, and what they know, the skills they have, what they can, seek knowledge of matters, obviously of your deen, but of the matters of the dunya, get skills, work, get jobs. You landing and straight to work.
Straight to work.
That's unheard of because many people come there and don't even want to work, Aki.
But the growth is that we have to always realize that life, you have to go through it seeking clarity from Allah. The life is the thing that Allah has put in front of you for you to actually take heed and understand. A lot of times we're not taking the lessons from life. We're not taking these lessons. Allah has given us clarity if we just open our eyes. Pay attention to what's going on. Grow. We're not looking at society. We're looking for, I don't know what people are looking for sometimes, but it's just not, it's not what's in front of them.